than Mr. Shark, than the land shark. That, I know that's one of the expressions for Chun-Li, but that her smile just seemed wrong to me. It seemed too happy. Like too like it was a mix of emotions that were just too strong. That's fair. I just think, you know, the rarity with which it can be done makes it, like, it doesn't upset me terribly much. But I see where you're coming from, where you're getting a bunch of damage and you're not really having to take a risk. And Ichi, so far, running this first round. Of course, now that I've said it, that's going to stop. But, you know, now that I've acknowledged the commentator's curse, it may or may not happen. That's how you balance things out. Not a lot of damage, but a good amount of corner carry. Ichi is just about backed up against the wall. Legendary Jig is still down on health, which means they're more obligated to take risks than Ichi is. They are in. Never mind. I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me. No. No, you are stuck in. Just trading who has initiative back and forth, but the life lead does it. Life leads matter in this game. There are some games that they're so high damage, you take some stray hits, you were one combo away now, then you're one combo away now. Street Fighter's not one of those games. Unless, you know, critical art is on the table for your opponent, perhaps, but that's a very specific, you know, that's a much more specific circumstance. We get the B&B, we get the safe jump. They do not see the throw coming, they eat the throw. Ichi continues their pressure. The corner cross-up, which just feels wrong, by the way, and Ichi goes up 1-0 over Legendary Jig, who's going to have to figure something out here if he wants to, you know, get this bracket reset. Because the first round, you know what? I kind of take it back because that first round was quite close. That first round was quite close, so I'm painting things as perhaps a little bit more slanted, or a lot more slanted, maybe than they actually are. Good jump back. Holding space there from Legendary Jig, just making sure that the Kikoken does not hit. An opening. But the Hazanshu, and Ichi is a big Hazanshu fan. Ichi, prime Hazanshu enjoyer. It would for a little while, the Mango Copter Ichi matchup was just defined by the RPS around the Hazanshu. A good punish counter there from Legendary Jig, and he just finds the damage. Good at you know, finding the situations to be able to get through these rounds, and escorting their opponent into the corner. You know, Ichi content to hold the throw, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done here now. And at this point, yeah. Taking a deep breath. Ichi taking a deep breath. You got to keep the mental together. It's the most important thing after a perfect. You cannot tilt. You cannot spiral. You got to keep, you know, you got to keep the mental together. Don't let the perfect snowball. And a good OD reversal from Ichi gets them out of pressure, but Legendary Jig seems to have found a neutral formula that. Okay, never mind. Because Hazanshu. But consider simply Hazanshu and the donkey kick. I fucking hate that donkey kick, man. It haunts my dreams. Good delay there from Legendary Jig. Good jump over as well, reading the Kikoken. But the Tatsu does not connect, and now it is Ichi's turn. But the ODDP does connect, and now it's Legendary Jig's turn. Actually, it's neutral. I lied. Actually, they're in neutral. This time, Hazanshu just not fast enough, or a little bit too far away. Doesn't get any kind of punish, and that trade wasn't good for Ichi either. Man, Legendary Jig just doing a better job, honestly, at feeling the flow of neutral out here. Of feeling out, you know, what is my opponent going to do? When are they going to do it, and what do I do about it? Jumping at the right time. Pressing buttons at the right time. You know, it's a measured neutral, but, you know, Legendary Jig's getting the measurements right more often. Ichi, their offense is notably dangerous. Although I have had some things to say about how much damage Chun-Li is doing before. Not that it's like at a problematic level, but that offense isn't necessarily Chun-Li's strength, is what I mean. Necessarily. I'm not actually sure about that. But like when Chun has shit like this, and just the absurdly long legs, yeah, she doesn't need, you know, really heavy damage combos to be her bread and butter. I mean, Ichi's offense in particular, and the mix-ups are you know, kind of their spot. And we saw in that round when Ichi took offense early, they got big payoff, and then they were able to grind the rest of the round out. And Legendary Jig either takes offense, obviously, or is able to force the round into, you know, just being like a long series of neutral interactions, basically, with maybe some punish B&Bs. It goes more in their favor, as he's able to find those spots to counter hit and punish counter more often. One does not simply jump in. One does not simply jump in on Chun-Li. I was literally in the process of saying it. And I expect that we see the super here, and we might know, just not enough time to generate the meter for an additional level 1, but finds the kill anyway. Yeah, that's fair. It is fair to say that a lot of times that I've been looking specifically at Chun-Li's damage has been compared to Ryu's, and obviously Ryu hits like a locomotive, so it's not necessarily super indicative. That's part of the reason that I'm equivocating so much. Why does not something jump in on Chun-Li? It did work for them, to be fair, earlier in the set and against Dawn Shark. But Ichi, at this point, is ready for it, and Chun is not hurting for an anti-air game. Oh my god. Legendary Jig, they're kind of failing upwards, missing the throw, but when Ichi goes to try and punish, they're too slow and punish themselves. However, Ichi able to find the out from Legendary Jig doing offense there and get the kill themselves. This time, quick enough to punish the whiffed throw. Fool me once, shame on you, says Ichi. And now, no, we're not in the corner. I was gonna say we're in the corner, but actually now we're watching a cutscene. So, enjoy. All right, I hope you didn't go to get popcorn. We're back, we're playing once again. It is not Mortal Kombat Fatality length, but it do be a cutscene. That's all I'm saying, it's a cinematic. Legendary Jig, no meter, so they're not gonna be able to kill off of that. Punish counter throw here, or any kind of like significant hit. Okay, well now anything. Now anything will kill, for example.
It's alright.
And we are at the last possible round of pre-bracket reset. Ichi wins, they win, Legendary Jig wins, they manage to reset the bracket, and we'll have to do another one of these sets. Ichi taking an early offense and cashing out.
Oh my god! Oh.
Getting time to regen drive gauge as well. This won't burn out, but it's close. Forcing another couple blocked hits here will put Legendary Jig into burnout. Ironically, Ichi goes into burnout first, still holding their opponent in the corner though. I told you he's on it with those anti-airs. One does not simply jump in on Chun. Also, Psycom, in case you're wondering why somebody is saying, oh my god, repeatedly, Psycom is here. You're not hallucinating. There isn't a ghost in the wires. There is just an individual whose friend is currently in a very close grand final set. And the Hadoukens are the install Hadouken, but Ichi On it with the parries, probably looking for that Hazanshu spacing, not finding it, not getting cashed out on though, so Ichi is still alive. The OD Kiko gets Ichi in. This is going to be enough to kill. Oh, and the missed meaty gets Ichi thrown into the corner now. That was a very risky jump. Although Ichi is burnt out, so at this point everything is risky. Anything that hits Ichi will kill them. And they're just not forward enough to avoid the Hadouken, and we are resetting the bracket. You know what? Fuck it. Resets your bracket. All right. Going. Ichi taking just a second to calm the nerves and going into the bracket reset. All right, we see the B&B. And once again, I don't know if it's nerves. I don't know if something changed recently. But Ichi on those like drive rushes into set up Oki is getting thrown out of stuff a lot. I mean, it might, to be fair, it could be an RPS thing, but it's happening an awful lot. If it is an RPS thing, that would be something for Ichi to look at, because it's happened the last like 3 times, 3 or 4 times, and you gotta look out for that. Now, that, to be fair to Ichi, the last several times that he had his Hazanshu get blocked, Legendary Jig would like throw or hit them or something. So it makes sense that you would OD reversal.
Nice!
The perfect parry, the Ichi special. Truly the Ichi special. And now Ryu is jailed in the corner. Ryu is burnt out. Ryu is stunned. And we could see a metered cash out here, but it wouldn't kill. So yeah, at that point, what's the point? If you're not securing the round, you save the meter. They play with this life lead, but the life lead is kind of dissolving. The shimmy just a little bit too slow, a little bit too far away to get any kind of a punish. Ichi looking for that perfect parry, does not get it. It's a high tension situation, folks, because the next person that gets hit is probably going to die.
Okay. Oh my god.
And we go to round 3.
I'm stressing right now.
We go to round 3. Neither one of these players is making it easy on their opponent.
Okay,
Certainly.
nice throw.
Okay. And Ichi choosing not to drive rush forward there. Remembering that he keeps getting thrown. And choosing not to drive rush forward, not to eat that throw. Legendary Jig choosing to throw his opponent into the corner, as one is often wont to do. But Ichi just kind of leaves. Just kind of walks out. But Ichi is eating mostly throws, but a lot more just stray damage than the Legend. Needs to spend an OD DP to get out of there. More like a flash kick, I suppose. It's a charge move, but not with cash out. That's going to kill. That's dead, and that's game 1 of the reset going to Legendary Jig, 15. Heck. Once again, just stray hits. You know, Legendary Jig has been finding a lot of places to cash out and a lot of stray hits on Ichi. Not necessarily a lot of consistent pressure like we might see from a more Mango Copter kind of Ryu. Or like, you know, what Ichi is doing with Chun in the rounds where Ichi is winning. It's much more just donkey kicks, punish counter throws, and then, you know, a big fuck off combo at some point to close the round out. Ichi's got to clean their neutral up, honestly, at this point. Not only would they be getting into offense more, not only would he be getting more opportunities to do offense, but obviously eating less stray damage, which makes it more important for Legendary Jig to then themselves be able to put forward some consistent offense of his own, which has not necessarily been the strength of the game plan so far in this match. Following the Kikoken forward, just taking the space, but again gets swept, gets Hadoukened in the face.
Yeah.
Listen, we've been new. We've been new at this point. Legendary Jig is just ready for your DIs. Is simply ready for your DIs, and you've got to be scared of that corner right now.
Oh my god, that fake setup was crazy.
He heard me. They weren't going to do it, and then he heard me. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'll DI.
Oh my god, hold on.
Ichi once again exhaling the nerves out.
Let's go, you got it!
Ichi once again in a situation where they'll have to reverse 3-0 in order to win.
Oh,
and right now, Legendary Jig just unafraid, just throwing hands.
oh my god.
It might, honestly, it might be a mental situation.
I think it is.
It might be a mental situation at this point.
Wait.
But Ichi able to take some early offense.
Oh.
But that, I think,
Okay, okay.
all right, a good level 1 there to shut Legendary down, and now just trying to jail them in the corner, keep them from getting out, force some of those options. Running out of the ability to burn out, but oh no, Legendary Jig is able to jump over, and now, oh no, never mind. I was gonna say now the shoe's on the other foot, but it's back. It's back on the foot it started on. It's decided to come home. The prodigal shoe. The critical
I don't
art.
think it's gonna kill me.
I don't think, well, it'll do whatever one I say it doesn't do. Yeah, okay, there we go. So Ichi is alive, very close, now burnt out. Now fully burnt out, needs to land a hit here. And just a little bit too desperate to land that hit there, and Legendary Jig is able to take it over Ichi in the bracket reset to win the whole thing.
He's gonna win one day. He's getting so close. And I'm
Oh yeah.
I'm very proud of how he played today. But
I mean,